Jay's Deli presents On Patrol with Santa Barbara PD.
Protect this town, we are with your blue. Times a roll, we are with your blue. We are on patrol.
Brought to you by Reverse Mortgage Works and Kitchen.
I'm Chief Camp Sanchez, and thanks for joining us on patrol. During the next 30 minutes, you'll be riding alongside the officers of the Santa Barbara Police Department and experiencing what they see every day. Now, let's get to work.
We got a call of a fight with several subjects in the 100 block of West De La Guerra Street.
We're getting numerous calls, possibly 4 males involved. Another subject, white male, 20s, long blonde hair, white handcuffed and jeans. Can you guys on medics?
310 code 6. Dispatch said that there was one person with a knife and another person had a samurai sword. There were several witnesses that were around, but a couple of the other involved subjects had fled the scene. Yeah. Okay, where's the witness at? Where did he run into? What's that?
Down these houses.
We went straight back.
Okay, do you know, did he go into this way or that way?
Straight back, straight back.
Straight back. We were directed to a residence that had a driveway where the witnesses said the suspect ran away. Two people said they saw him going. We surrounded the house thinking that somebody involved in the fight may be inside of that house. Several other officers responded. We still got a perimeter around the block, right? All right. Let's send at least 4 inside there. Crystal, can you come back here and help with the search?
4, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Flag down in front of 818
stand by here.
Lavina, advising that subjects ran through their property. There's also blood through their property.
Adam 1's going up mid-block, De La Vina. You may have broke the perimeter already. Yeah. Let's clear this anyways.
They heard people coming through.
Police department. So we went inside the house, cleared the house to make sure that we didn't have any suspects or we didn't have any injured people inside the house, and it was vacant. I got the front door open. There's a samurai sword sheath sitting in the front living room. I also have blood drops at the front of the building. We were able to locate a blood trail. The blood trail led over to a fence. Apparently the guy went over a couple of fences, and officers followed that trail and they found the subject hiding behind a house in the bushes.
210 confirming they've secured the samurai sword.
Got him.
How do we get back?
Sword is in this house.
210 advising a sword inside the residence.
He had a bloody face and matched the description of one of the people involved. There was a third person involved who had fled. We weren't able to locate that person. After talking to the witnesses, we learned that the person with no shirt on and long hair and his friend were walking on the street. One of them began to urinate in the street. A resident who lived nearby and also happens to be a security bouncer for several of the local bars downtown saw this happen out in front of his house. He confronted these people. One of the subjects pulled a knife out. At that point, the fight was on. As you can see, the guy with the long hair sustained pretty good injuries to his face. We don't know what happened to the other guy, but he ran away and he left the knife at the scene. The bouncer was worried about the fact that these guys were armed, so he ran back into his house and he grabbed a samurai sword, which he then brandished to the 2 suspects. At that point, the police arrived and the 2 suspects fled in different directions.
And that's a slice right there. I got slices?
Yeah.
I don't know what I got slices.
You might. Did you get attacked with a samurai sword, David? You remember something?
Yes, somebody did have a samurai, so I swear to God on my
Okay, I know,
grave,
I
somebody
believe you.
else-
As far as the bouncer who first confronted these guys, he's not being charged for anything at this point because our investigation determines that it's self-defense. This is a case where sometimes there's a little bit of street justice that happens out there, and as long as it's within the lines of defending yourself, that's what happens.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Welcome to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert, a modern New York-style deli combined with today's contemporary cuisine. At Jay's Deli, we make everything fresh daily right here in our own kitchen.
All right, I've got the matzo ball soup over here. And I've got the New York black pastrami on rye bread to go with that. All right, and I've got the Amy's chopped with beets, goat cheese, and walnuts.
So we got our cinnamon hollow French toasts and our signature meatloaf.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions. We look forward to serving you soon.
Hi, I'm Jan, and welcome to Kitchen Kitchen. When you first walk in, you're going to notice the wonderful aroma of our gourmet coffees. Peruse the well-stocked shelves filled with those unique and hard-to-find items, and check out our wide selection of bakeware, barware, and barbecue, as well as our full line of quality cookware, cutlery, and gadgets galore. We also offer knife and scissor sharpening, so you can shop while we sharpen. Need a gift? We have it for everyone on your list, and even offer beautiful complimentary gift wrap. Follow me into the kitchen where we hold the cooking classes and private events. You may even catch a demo of our best-selling gadgets, such as the square egg press, the pineapple slicer, the apple peeler, the electric rotato, and my personal favorite, the chopper. Stop by Kitchen Kitchen today. Family owned and operated for 3 generations since 1979. So come on into Kitchen Kitchen. Hope to see you soon.
Want to play better golf, tennis, pickleball, improve your focus? Well, you might want to check your brain. A 10-minute brain recording can reveal your brain speed, and together we'll make a plan to up your game.
I'm Officer Polka. I've been with the Santa Barbara Police Department about 8 years now. Right now, my current assignment is part of the nightlife enforcement team. This detail specializes in the enforcement of alcohol laws with bars, restaurants, liquor stores as well. So, we got our dinner in us, we're in a car, let's head out and go on patrol. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stop this car. He keeps swerving left to right using the full course of the lanes. Again, straddling the lane right there. 5 Adam 1. Attempting to stop a vehicle 101 northbound coming up on the Mission off-ramp. Adam 1, we're off at Mission and he's not yielding yet. Looks like we're going to be going south on Castillo. Adam 1, he's possibly DUI. We're only traveling at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Adam 1, we're stopped at Castillo and Pedregosa. I'm Officer Polka. Can you turn off the radio in the car, please? Amigo, no más música. Turn it off. Turn off the music. ¿Habla inglés o español?
Confirming at Wildcat.
Español? Okay. ¿Tiene su licencia y seguranza, registro? ¿Sí o no? Okay, está bien. Adam 1, I will need DDT and a Spanish speaker. All right. ¿Tiene su licencia, amigo? No tengo. How about tiene una identificación? Okay. ¿Dónde está su identificación? We just concluded a DUI investigation. Vehicle changed lanes several times on Milpa Street without using its signal. I went ahead and initiated the lights and sirens in order to do a traffic stop on the individual. He continued to about another 4 city blocks, exited the freeway at Mission Street. Instead of stopping on the side of the freeway or on the Mission off-ramp, he continued on Mission Street down to Castillo Street. So from the time we initiated the lights and sirens, We approximately went about 8 or 9 city blocks before the subject actually finally pulled over and stopped. We brought the drinking driver team unit over. She estimated his blood alcohol content to be 0.18 to 0.20, if not higher. After that, he was placed under arrest for DUI and transported out to county jail. So I got another drunk driver off the streets tonight.
In the investigative division, we investigate a lot of different crimes. One of the crimes that we're going to be looking at tonight is medical marijuana and the misuse of the Compassionate Use Act. You'll see my officers, which we call detectives, work hand in hand with the patrol officers and other enforcement members in this coming section. So let's go on patrol.
My name is Dan McGrew. I'm a sergeant with the Santa Barbara Police Department. I'm currently assigned to investigations where I supervise the property investigative unit, and I also assist with narcotics enforcement. The Medical Marijuana Program Act was set up to guide law enforcement in how to deal with these storefronts. One of the problems that we're having is that this marijuana is getting into the hands of other people that don't have a legitimate reason to have the medical marijuana.
Officer Butel was conducting a traffic stop for a DUI investigation, and as part of her investigation, she found that the subject was in possession of a large quantity of marijuana. He obtained that marijuana, purchased the marijuana from one of the local dispensaries here in town. He used approximately 1 gram a day for his medical condition. Based on the quantity that he possessed, which he said was for his personal use, that marijuana would last him for about 7 years. He also had packaging material and scale in the vehicle, which also substantiate that he's obtaining the marijuana and then turning around and selling it illegally.
I'd make like $200 every 2 days.
So you're making, $600 to
$800 a week.
Okay. And that was all from having someone else go into the dispensary?
Yeah, just by them going in there and getting that one product and coming out.
How we got focused on this particular store is it appeared that they had a high volume of customers, and typically the person that would go in and purchase would leave people sitting in the car. They'd go back, jump in the car, and everybody kind of had a party atmosphere look about them as they drove away from the location. Once we began our investigation, we were able to establish that they were also laundering money, and then that gave us enough to obtain arrest and search warrants for the owners and operators of the business. We were also able to locate different locations throughout the city and the county where they were conducting their marijuana grows. And we discovered that they were actually circumventing the electrical box, and it was later determined by Southern California Edison that they had stolen about $15,000 to $16,000 worth of electricity to operate their indoor grow. In this particular case, we had to serve search warrants at about 5 different locations throughout the county of Santa Barbara. So we started with an early morning briefing. We put together a detailed plan of what we're going to do, and then we began our execution so that we do them all at the same time. Car in the driveway, car in the driveway.
Police department, search warrant, demand entry. Come out, come on out, come on out. Out, hands up, hands up.
Hands behind your back. We're executing a search and arrest warrant right now. How many people are inside the house?
Just my wife and kids.
Okay, so we were able to arrest about 6 different people, all related around the marijuana criminal enterprise. Typically with these storefront operations, there's a lot of evidence to collect, and it's a very tedious and long process to make sure you capture where you're collecting evidence from, preserving evidence, and then as you'll see, transferring it over to the internal process of booking all those items, tagging them, and writing documentation so that the detectives remember where they located it, who they transferred it to, and where it was stored until we get to ultimately the court process.
This is a typical packaging material that you'd see from a dispensary, a green plastic bottle, looks like a pharmacy type bottle, large quantities of bud for sale, different varieties. We call it sativa spirit hashish. You can see it's pressed into like a brick form.
Do you feel like it was damaging to you? I mean, do you wish you had never started?
Yeah, I wish I would have, I wish I would have focused more on school and doing something with my life.
We really feel like the law that was enacted is designed to help people who are seriously ill. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of people who have taken, for a lack of better terms, taken a little bit of leeway and run way too far with it. And in this particular case, in this circumstance, that was very successful for us. Everybody was safe in the execution of our warrants. We were able to collect the evidence we needed to put together really successful cases and shut this particular location down so that it's not continuing with its illegal sales.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions, is proud to bring closed captioning for the hearing impaired.
Bespoke, custom tailored to your needs, a perfect fit. If you are buying or selling a home, their process will be custom tailored to fit your needs. They are bespoke. Real estate marketing is their specialty, and their customized elevated service will meet your needs. Robert Downing and Tracy Boomer and their team have a passion for real estate.
Hi, we're Robert and Tracy, and if you'd like to see a sold sign in front of your home, or you'd like us to help you find your perfect desert property, give us a call today.
We are bespoke.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Where our brilliant flavor designers bring you the art of gelato. Flavors like coffee, strawberry, salted caramel, cookie shot cones, gelato bars, and gelato cannolis. And now Gelato Granucci can be featured at your special event. Our scrumptious gelato will be served to your guests from our vintage cart.
See you soon at Gelato Granucci in downtown Palm Springs.
Acme, full service moving and storage. Acme is #1 when it comes to moving and taking the utmost care of your precious cargo. There is no job too small or too big that they can't handle. When it comes to storing your valued possessions, Acme is the best in the valley. Their task is complete when you are comfortable in your new home or knowing that your possessions are safely stored.
Call Acme Moving and Storage today for your free estimate at 760-200-1102.
Hi, I'm Henry. And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motor Cars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
My name is Nathan Beltran. I've been a police officer with the Santa Barbara Police Department for about 2 years now. Let's go on patrol. I was turning over here on Chapala. As I'm making the right turn on Dakota, I started to look this way. I saw him bending down over here by the bench. It looked like he was writing something. I pull up, I noticed he saw my car, so I started to get out. Once I started to get out, I noticed he started power walking toward Chapala Street. Stop, stop. 23's on a subject, 1st West Coda. It looked like he wanted to keep going. He wasn't sure if he should run or stay or what. Take a seat for me, man. What were you doing right there? Take a seat. Do you have anything illegal on you? He didn't want to give me consent to search him. I wasn't really sure if I had enough to search him because I hadn't seen the tagging. So if I go and look at the bench, is there going to be anything there? No? Go ahead and take a seat right here. Right there. I saw you in this area right here, man. That wasn't you? That wasn't you at all? You're shaking your leg, man. You kind of nervous? Do you have a marker on you? Just be up front with me. Was this you? I mean, it's not like it's going to cost hundreds of dollars, you know, to fix. I think I know what I saw, though, man. There's like fresh West Side tagging on the bench. And I thought I saw him throw something over here in these bushes, so I want to see if I find a marker or something. Okay. Now be truthful, man. Am I gonna find a marker on you? You don't know? He said I wouldn't find a marker on him, search him, found a marker that is the exact same size as the tagging. Does that look like maybe, I'm thinking yes. While searching him, we also found a knife that when it's held upside down, it automatically opens up and locks into place, which is also a misdemeanor. Yep. We're gonna take him back to the station. I'm gonna try to interview him really quick to see if maybe he'll tell me now, after I Mirandize him, why he tagged or if it really was him that tagged, even though I think I have enough. And also, I'm just curious to know why he has a knife that big that locks into place like that. So after bringing the suspect back to the station, we determined that he was tagging WSD, which stands for West Side Destroyers, and he was doing it for the benefit of the West Side Destroyers gang. So we actually charged him with an additional charge of gang enhancement, which actually makes it a felony, even though the misdemeanor vandalism is just a misdemeanor and the possession of the knife was just a misdemeanor. So now he ends up going to jail versus just getting a ticket and being cut loose with a court date. In the conclusion of this contact, we ended up getting another gang member off the street.
Welcome to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert, a modern New York-style deli combined with today's contemporary cuisine. At Jay's Deli, we make everything fresh daily right here in our own kitchen.
All right, I've got the matzo ball soup over here. And I've got the New York black pastrami on rye bread to go with that. All right, and I've got the Amy's chopped with beets, goat cheese, and walnuts.
So we got our cinnamon hollow French toasts and our signature meatloaf.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions. We look forward to serving you soon.
Dr. Clarence Caldwell works with people who want a better life. Are you tired of health, career, and money issues? When you see others that seem to have it all, do you wonder, why can't I have that?
You can. If you're ready to overcome the fears that hold you back, increase your confidence, and leverage the power of your emotions, my Mindset Masterclass is exactly what you need. I will personally teach you the skills that I used to move from homelessness to corporate boardrooms. It will work for you too. If you truly want more, join me at my Mindset Masterclass and create the success and fulfillment that you deserve in your life.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
Hi, I'm Henry.
And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motorcars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury, and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
21 exit 21 to cover 415 at North Ontario Street.
Officers responded to this address for a fight. As the first officer rolled up, he was confronted by a bloodied victim who had a head wound. Medics were requested code 3. As they were responding, the officers learned that there was possibly a suspect inside with a knife. Where do you need me, Dave?
We got a suspect outstanding with a knife.
Where are the officers? Where? Upstairs? Broken bottle. Blood trail on the stairs. Bloody sock. Okay, we've got a lot of blood on the wall in here. When we ascended the stairs and looked inside, I could see quite a bit of blood on the doorway, on the walls, on the floor, broken doorway, broken walls, a broken window, scattered beer bottles, just all the indications of a serious Donnybrook. Seated on the couch was an individual who had some blood on him as well. He came out willingly. Manos arribas! Passing the Hollis? Don't cuff until you're downstairs. Ricky, let's step to the left here.
3133.
Go ahead.
The number one window, I've got a little movement there. I don't know if you have eyes on somebody at that location.
All Negative. We tried to call everybody out. So you have movement. Can you identify anybody?
I just saw the code move a little bit.
Roger. So there's somebody in here.
Can you make a dog warning in Spanish?
Tenemos el perro. El perro le va a morder, si no, sale ahorita.
We announced with the dog we intended to search the apartment for additional victims and the suspect. One of the officers saw a person moving in a back bedroom through one of the windows, but when we called him out, he refused to come out. The dog went in and brought him to us. Okay, he's found somebody.
Pocket! Good boy, pocket! You ready?
Yeah.
Moving slow. Go. Watch your deep.
I want the taser next.
Pocket! Good boy!
Even after the dog brought him to us, he continued to fight with officers and actively resisted. It took 3 officers to get him safely handcuffed. We're good here. Just hold. Just tell him, get him cuffed, get him out of here.
Code 4 in the residence?
Code 4 in the residence. We need to secure the crime scene. If Larson needs some help up there, we're not giving that up. These guys are going to go to the hospital. We're going to need to photograph and interview them. I don't know. I think that's all going to be Spanish as well.
So someone was whacking something with a bottle. I don't know how that
3555.
but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8.
And they're fresh because there's no dirt in them.
Right.
Kept missing and finally.
Some of these have
yeah, blood right adjacent to it. Good work.
He overheard the 2 people that were fighting. They were fighting over territory. He jumped in the shower, came out of the shower. They were still arguing. He went into his room. He went to sleep. He never heard when the cops announced their presence. And next thing you know, he woke up because the dog bit him.
Okay, tell him officers saw him in the window.
Perfect.
Looking out the window before the dog bit him.
Thank you. This one? Yeah.
Confront him with that and see what he says.
And he has to be taken in the hospital, is what you said.
Yeah, he's going to have to be medically cleared. He's going to get booked for 148. He was fighting with these guys even afterwards. What's interesting is the suspect, or the 148 guy, his bed is made. So if he's telling us he was asleep there, he'd have been laying on top of it maybe, fully clothed. So it just doesn't add up. So right now we're still unraveling it. It appears to be an assault with a deadly weapon. We've got a couple of people who are hurt bad enough to have to go to the hospital, and another one who fought with the police. When you look at this place, it's hard to imagine somebody was asleep. Thanks for spending the last half hour with the men and women of the Santa Barbara Police Department. I'm Chief Camp Sanchez, and I look forward to our next visit together. This is Chief Camp Sanchez, and this show was dedicated in memory of Michael T.T. McGrew, who will always be with us on patrol.